Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Anna Chalker.
And I'm Mason Trowbridge.
Our top story tonight, Joseph Gasson-Smith and Monet Lindstrand have won the 2023 Student Government Association Executive Elections.
Newslink Indiana's Alex Almanza joins us in the studio with an in-depth look into the president-elect and vice president-elect.
Yeah, well, before this election, some would say that winning the SGA presidential seat was a cakewalk. But for the first time in almost 3 years, a contested election bringing two challenging tickets to the ballot. It's official. Joseph Gasson-Smith and Monet Lindstrand are president-elect and vice president-elect. In a video posted to the campaign's official Instagram, it shows Gasson-Smith and Lindstrand sharing a hug and celebrating. Gasson-Smith has been running for the presidential seat, with Lindstrand running for a second vice presidential term. Both ran against candidates Skylar Ellis and Taylor Perry. According to the director of student life, the Gasson-Smith-Lindstrand ticket raked in 68% of overall votes, the opposing team bringing in 32%.
They ran a very well-run campaign. They were a very formidable opponent, and it was a pleasure to run against them.
The two have campaigned on addressing key issues on campus. Gasson-Smith, who is currently chief of staff, is looking to address campus safety.
One of my biggest passions happens to be with blue light implementation on campus. The rule of thumb is you're supposed to be able to see them kind of everywhere you look when you're outside. Obviously, if you look at Ball State's campus, that's really not like that. And so getting more of those on campus and maybe even in like kind of the surrounding community.
On the to-do list for the vice president-elect, diversity in dining options.
So I'm currently the head of the Student Dining Advisory Board. That's kind of part of my role as vice president, and we've been able to build this really great relationship with dining, and so we just really want to work on sustainability in dining, so switching over to 100% biodegradable containers and flatware, but also getting more options for those who might have dietary restrictions.
Executive officers will also be getting quite the paycheck. In SGA's bylaws, it states that the president, quote, shall receive a stipend equal to full tuition. According to public records, in 2022, incumbent President Tina Nguyen received $10,481 in stipends by the university. It's unclear whether that amount includes other possible means of income.
On the surface, people just see the role of president, but I'm also it's about a 40-hour work week in general. I'm a member of the Philanthropy Education Council. I serve on it's called SOFAC, the Student Financial Committee, as well as a representative on multiple university governance boards, including the Student Activities Committee. While things are not being implemented every day, the work is being done. A lot of these initiatives have months of background work that need to go into them, because if we go straight to the university with just saying we want to do this, they're going to say, okay, how? And so we have to make sure that we are able to respond to that as thoroughly as we can.
Now, inauguration is set for April 19th at 3:15 at Cardinal Hall at the Student Center. Newslink Indiana will be there, so be sure to stay tuned on air and online.